Hello, Chelsea friends. Welcome to another edition of the WorldWideChels stream. This is a post-game stream with myself, Alfred, Jesters, and Shrinath. And before we even get started, look, this has been a horrible season. A horrible season. And so many people, not just on WorldWideChels, but in the fan base, they spend so much time on this team. Right? They dedicate so much time to this team. There's an infinite number of things you can do in the world, that we dedicate our time to this club. And my first question to everybody is very simple. Are these players not ashamed? Because if they're not, then someone needs to sit them down and tell them that they should be. Because I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of this club. But more importantly, I am ashamed of these players. When you have 4 managers in one fucking season, 4 managers, when that is what has happened, you need to stop pointing the finger at the managers. You need to start pointing the finger at the players. Because this is embarrassing. What I've had to witness and force myself to fucking watch. I have no interest in things that bother me. I pursue pleasure. I pursue happiness in my life. I have no fucking interest in being irritated every weekend, having to watch this team, but I do it because I own this goddamn company and because I'm a fan. I've been a fan for 20 years. And I've been a fan of this sport my whole life. I was very good at it. I was a good player. I was a good manager. I love this fucking sport. But I am ashamed at this team. I am ashamed at these players. And if they don't feel fucking shame, you need to go. Jared, how are you?
Yeah, I can't be bothered. You were talking about shame, and I was thinking back to one of the modern classics, uh, Game of Thrones, when they're walking. I think it was a Circe through the streets,
Yeah.
yelling shame. I think a little something like that instead of having a ring of honor, we should have a ring of shame for our players because it's one thing to be beaten by a better team, but it's simply another thing to go out there and not try.
Yeah.
That's something that you just they everybody's on vacation. They're just going through the motions, man. It's why not just forfeit the last 2 games and call it good? Because that's what we're basically doing. We're forfeiting while playing on the field. We're like, okay, y'all just win. Keep the score low. We'll just sit here and be whipping boys. And to me, there's got to be more pride in that. Even if it's not pride in the team, pride in yourself that you wouldn't go
Yeah.
out there and just tank a game. I'm sorry, we can say what we want to say about him, the other person. Um, we were playing against their B and C team, and they still looked like they were going to score 7 or 8 on us.
Yeah.
Really, it's not fair to the people who travel. It's not fair to people who pay money. It's not fair to the people who have to stay up all night to watch this shit. It's just not right. And these players are getting paid 6 figures a week to do that.
A week. A week.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but have some shame. I don't care if the team is not playing well. You as an individual have some character and look at yourself and go, I can't do this. I don't care. Get sent off. I mean, I would rather see everybody do a Conor Gallagher and go high studs into every challenge and get sent off. Maybe we can be the first team ever to get 11 people sent off. At least they have some fight. That was that's just. I had to
Jared,
change the channel, bro. I couldn't watch it anymore.
yeah, I was watching Tremors and actually enjoying myself. This guy, Henro Omo, sorry if I butchered the name, He says, "No, I will never point my fingers at the players." Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You're not going to point your fingers at the players?
Yeah.
Really?
And
Okay, dude.
yeah, Thomas
Okay.
Tuchel was about to bottle the Bundesliga, and actually they have bottled the Bundesliga.
They bottled it. No, they bottled it. Dortmund.
I think Dortmund won today, so they're done.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, look, you can say Thomas Tuchel is your own personal Jesus, whatever. Okay, he made mistakes, and he's making even more mistakes at Bayern than he did at Chelsea. And now they're probably looking at Oliver Kahn saying, "Man, you made a big bet here. You sure about that?" Because now Joshua Kimmich wants to leave. He's one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. I mean, Sadio Mane has been a disaster. Okay, so if it wasn't Tuchel and it wasn't Graham Potter and it wasn't Bruno and it wasn't Lampard, then how can you not point your finger at the players? I mean, are you kidding me? Do these social media people, these internet people, these YouTube guys and all this bullshit, do you guys really think that these players are going to be your friends? I can promise you most of these players don't like the fans because the fans irritate them and bother them and only praise them when they do the absolute best. And every other time, the fans just talk shit on the players. So no, dude, these players are not your friends, and they'll never be your friends. So it's about damn time. It's about damn time that you stop holding back criticism and thinking that one day you may get something from them. You're not ever going to do that. It's never going to happen. They're never going to be your boy. Like, they're never going to be your friend. So this notion of not criticizing the players, fuck off. Alfred, what do you got?
Well, lads, to be honest, I'm a bit surprised at the intros for this stream because although I 100% agree with you overall throughout the season, these players should hang their fucking heads in shame. And if I was the owner of the club, I would have probably even, if somehow possible, looked into a way to friggin' lower their wages significantly.
Yeah.
Because
seriously,
they have not fucking deserved their wages at all. But this game, lads, I honestly felt like we gave it an okay go. You know, considering who we were playing and how shit and pathetic our attitude has been most of the time this season, we actually went to the home of the champions, and I felt like, you know, all right, it was their second team, whatever, but their second team could still fucking probably win the Premier League, right? But I honestly felt like we gave it a genuine go today. We actually created a shitload of chances. It was, if not for our typical shit and pathetic finishing that has been a problem for us for a long time now, we could have actually had quite a few goals in this game. You know, that the effort was there, just all that was lacking was the usual, killer instinct. But I felt like we played okay today. I'm in pretty good spirits, you know, considering we lost. I was happy with the performance.
Yeah, I think you need to understand that, first of all, that was the B or C team. And second of all, if they had played their strongest team, we would have got waxed 7 or 8.
Sharnath, what do you got?
Sharnath,
what do you got? Because look, everybody here is pissed. Alfred, my intro and my whole MO about how I feel, it's more of a comprehensive thing. It's not today. It's everything. And again, because dude, if people don't think that money matters, it's the only thing that does. And if you've got these guys making hundreds of thousands of dollars a week, and you've got people in the stands that make $40,000 a year, which I'm not knocking, middle class professions. Look, it is what it is, right? I mean, you are who you are, and your job is your job, and I respect anybody that has the balls to get a job. But you know, to insult the fan base, the people that watch you, so significantly, to insult them so significantly when they make a quarter to a fifth of what you do in a year, and I'm talking about what you make in a week. Like it is about money, and it's just simply unacceptable. Raheem Sterling $325,000 a week. It's just simply unacceptable. And I just that is where I just look at this and go, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me with these performances, with this lack of effort. Dog, you kick a ball for a living. You kick a ball, and you make hundreds of thousands of dollars a week.
Yeah, at least show your appreciation for that fact. It's exactly like you said. Money matters, man. I guarantee you, if these players were getting, what you would call a normal wage or a normal job, and they're playing and their performances depended on that their money actually depended on how they played every
They play
week,
harder.
we would not be seeing the shit that we have seen this season. I guarantee it.
Well, they're about to get their wages stripped because of no UCL football, so we'll see how hungry a rabid dog really is next season when these people have been stripped. All right, Shrinov, what do you got?
I don't think he's.
Yeah, I was on mute. So yeah, first and foremost, I'd like to start off with happy birthday, KJ.
Hey,
All these love and affection towards you and your creations in the WorldWideChels merchandise. Guys, go check it out. Show some love to KJ. Get some merch. And second, this game showed what we were doing the whole season. We were misplacing our passes, which leads to goal. We were firing up our chances, hoping that it would turn into a goal, which more so than not would be missing the chance. And we never had a pattern play, or we never orchestrated our counter attack. We were just going straight towards the goal. And if we see some player, we try to pass, tee it up a bit, or just fire in the hole. And honestly, I was glad to see Mudrik and Noni over here because of the fact that they were creating more chances. Apart from which, the only person who was creating more chances and hoping things would turn his way was Sterling. And I could see many people who were crying about Sterling not doing his part. So that's the game which we have right now. Pathetic.
Yeah, I look. You can say all these other pathetic things. Look, can you find somebody that had a good game? Probably not. Those players who have a certain level probably stayed there, but I say it all the time about the English national team, and we had a lot of English players out there today. None of them as big of a fraud as Raheem Sterling. Oh, I'm sorry, man. You can't score. You had 2, maybe 3 chances, and I watched maybe 30 minutes of this game, and I saw you with 2 or 3 chances, and you can't be bothered to put the ball in the back of the net. Let's see. Conor Gallagher running around like a headless chicken again. Why in the hell is Lewis Hall even on the pitch? I don't get that. This kid is, first of all, he's not a fullback. Second of all, he can't play defense. And apparently he can't keep his footing. Got lucky that it was a handball, or we would have been 2-0 down. It's just, the players that we wanted to see were sitting on the bench. For what reason could you not bring Carney Chukwuemeka into the game? I don't get that. The one English player we have that's worth keeping. Stop blaming Sterling. Why? He can't score in a whorehouse.
Yeah, dude. I mean, guy couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. I mean, come on, man.
And there were people blaming Kai Havertz as well. So these are things which we see like we are pointing at Kai Havertz, Sterling, and other things, but guys, we gave the guard of honor to Man City. That should rile us up.
Well, that's
It should-
expected though. That's expected.
Yeah, it's tradition. I'm sure one day.
No, I'm
one
not saying that we shouldn't give the guard of honor. I'm just saying that that should motivate us to win that game. What I'm saying is we should be so shameful enough to say that okay, we had a pathetic season, we gave a guard of honor, we should win this game to get some pride back in our club. You know what I mean?
I don't think that they have it, Shanad. I actually just don't think that they have it. I think that there is a generation of players nowadays that simply think that they should make a lot of money and just show up to training and play some football, and that's it. I don't think that there's a lot of professional pride that comes with playing for Chelsea. I just don't think that they have it. I think that they're so entitled and so dismissive that they think that they just deserve the money, and whatever performance they put in is the performance that they give. I mean, I don't think that there's any connection here. And I think part of that is the generation of people that are between basically 20 and 27. I mean, I just feel as though these guys think that they should be immune to all criticism and that they should make all the money and they should be empowered in whichever way they wish, and yet not really be held accountable at all. And to me, that's disgusting. It's disgusting. And it's why I don't like young people, because they're not to be trusted, and they are entirely about themselves. Like, this is the most selfish generation I've ever seen.
What about
by
the
a
old
mile.
What about the old ones? I was laughing when I saw Aspie was trying to wrestle through Haaland.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
at least he's
that
trying.
is someone that is someone that lacks self-awareness. Aspie shouldn't even be on the field. But guess what? Guess why he stayed at Chelsea? Because we gave him a pay raise. We gave him $30,000 more a week to stay. It's why he stayed. Because we paid him more money. Like, that's insane to me.
Thiago Silva put Haaland on his ass, by the way.
He did. But Thiago Silva does not need stimulation. Thiago Silva does not need encouragement. He can do it on his own because he's a serious person.
Yeah.
He's also 38 years old. Of course he's a serious person.
Well, you raise a kid, you raise a generation on participation trophies, and this is what you get. Everybody thinks they deserve something.
Ridiculous. I mean, I cannot imagine some of these people being raised by my father. Like, oh my God. Oh, they wouldn't be able to handle it. Like, are you kidding? Oh my Lord. These guys, man, they're just so entitled. They're just so entitled.
So we shouldn't blame the players, Mo. We should blame the owners. That's right, because they play on the pitch every Saturday.
Every day they touch the ball. They're the ones responsible for the goals and the assists and the passes and the defense.
Hey, Mo, go. Look, if you don't like this club anymore because Americans own it, go support another team. Nobody wants to hear from you anymore. Okay? He's not going to destroy the club. He's put $600 million into this club, which in 1 year, can you tell me the last time the Glazers put $600 million into Man United in 1 year?
Okay, they certainly took $600 million out.
Yeah.
And by the way, sorry, man.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, if we didn't buy anybody, what would everybody be saying then? Oh, what a shit owner! You just can't win with these people, man. It's ridiculous. Todd Bowley,
they hedge their bets, Alfred. They hedge their bets. If it's not this thing, it'll be the other thing. And if it's that thing, that they'll just complain about this. It's just hedging.
That's right. Todd Bowley has given us exactly what we wanted. An owner who will show an ambition for the club and care enough to want to keep us competitive. That's exactly what he's done. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked out for reasons that we have discussed in this stream and many others, and I'll say again, because the players did not apply themselves the way that they should. I cannot believe that this even needs to be explained to people. It's so fucking simple. They are the ones on the pitch. It's up to them to perform. You could have the best manager, owner, whatever you want, a combination of everything, the best on the planet. But if the players that are on the pitch do not do their jobs, it doesn't mean shit. I can't believe this needs to be explained to people, man. It's embarrassing to have to explain this so often.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and that's the thing, is that, again, I think that these young fans think that these players are going to be their friends. Like, I think that they don't understand that these players probably have disdain for these fans, and these players, again, Sadiq, and you missed this part, but with my intro, these players should be ashamed of themselves because it's so pathetic how much money they make and how little they deserve it right now, because they just flat out don't. And I mean, it's just, Sadiq, I mean, can you like, I was asking my brother this yesterday, right? My brother, he works for the government. He's an extremely smart guy. He's also a very calm guy, right? And we were talking about the Boston Celtics yesterday, right? And the fact that the team has been extremely underperforming against the Miami Heat, all right? And then and he's bitching about Joe Mazzulla, who's the manager, the coach of the team. And I was like, Jeff, have you ever had a bad game as a player? Because he was a very good wing. Did you ever have a bad game and then blame the coach for your performance? And he said, never in my life. Never in my life have I ever blamed a coach for my bad performance. And then he shut right up about blaming the Boston Celtics coach. And he's like, you're right, because the Celtics are not performing well. And I look at the players on the Chelsea and I see the exact same thing. All right. I look at them and I say, are they really blaming the manager for their bad touches, for their bad passes, for their inability to score, for them making bad runs, for them being offsides, for them having a bad touch and getting stripped and getting scored on? I mean, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me that you're not going to blame anybody but yourself for your own fuck-ups. Like, I have zero time for people that don't look at these players and say, this is the problem. Their mentality sucks. They're bloated. They make way too much money. They're out of shape. And they're fucking up on the field. That's it. These people are not going to be your friends. So you might as well be honest about them.
Well, again, they do blame some things. They do blame some players, but
some less.
Sure. I can go.
Oh yeah, Havertz, of course. Carefree Lewis, Andrew, Winter Surfer. Oh no, they will go after Havertz all fucking day. Oh yeah. But if it's anybody else, God help me.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I just saw some Pulisic crap. I'm like, he played 7.
No way.
Yeah,
You gotta be kidding me.
7 minutes. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Give me a break, man.
7 minutes, and I think that he was probably better than everybody who started the game. If somebody correct me, didn't he create a big chance?
I was watching Trevor's. I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So again, we're going to criticize the players that have shown that they're really, really good, and we're going to promote stupid players who shouldn't be in this team anymore. And here we go, dude. I know you don't like blocking people, but CFC Gamer needs to be blocked. This is the same shit he does every time.
What's this?
I'm blocking right now. Why?
What's this?
I think Saka is better than Neymar.
What is he saying?
I think Saka's better than Neymar now, but Neymar, when he was at Barcelona, oh my God, he was the best player in the world. Like, no way, bro.
I think I see that more from him.
Saka's dead food now as well. He's
yeah. When it really mattered, he shrunk like a violet.
Yeah, he shat the bed just like the whole Arsenal squad.
Just a big old dump right in his, just a big old poop right in his pants. Just poopy pants, Saka.
At the World Cup. Anyway,
Gamer, now you're blocked.
Yeah.
Why'd you block him, though?
Why is that like? Because this is the same shit he does every stream.
What
Oh,
are you,
every
you're
stream.
Matumboing him? No.
What on our streams or other streams like Lewis's and stuff as well?
Oh my god. What was I doing? I was getting my first of 3 degrees. That's what I was doing between 18 and 20. How about you, dog?
I was in a degree as well.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. I was playing NCAA ball. That's what I was doing.
And I was committed. I was committed to that degree right
Hey,
there. I was
I
staying up
survived,
late
yeah.
nights.
So there you go.
I was giving 100%.
I think
Cool.
Jared was going through like his second marriage by 20 years old. Is that right, Jared? Guy's setting up a franchise of women.
Oh,
Hey,
my
you know what
days.
it is. That's how we play down here.
I mean, it's the Texas ass. And the ass be the key word, baby. Woo!
Yeah, what a day.
Shrinath, can you at least brighten us with a little bit of optimism? Because right now I'm feeling like a boo bird.
Yes. Come on.
The only optimism which I see is Davis leaving the club.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, what a banger from Shannon. That
Is
was
he-
top corner stuff.
What if he stays?
Oh, no way.
If he
No,
stays,
Sadiq,
well,
Sadiq, I care about my mental health. No way, bro. Oh,
But you never know these clubs, man.
Oh,
I
it's not-
know
it's
pretty
not-
darn
it's not
well that
official.
we're not going to have Dave next season. I know pretty darn well because we have Reece James and Malo Gusto.
yeah, Malo.
True,
Gusto.
yeah, true.
I mean,
But
that's a
I-
big signing. It's a big signing. Malo
It's a big
Gusto.
signing, but I've not seen anything official about Aspi yet. Hopefully we do very shortly.
Oh, he's
Oh, so you're committing to being anti-Aspi. I love it.
I'm just saying he needs to go.
Oh, you're not just saying. I know you agree with me. I know you agree with me, Sadiq.
Captain
You
Aspi,
little
dude.
buzzard. I know you agree with me.
Captain. Hey, yo. That must be second account, guys.
What's up?
That must be second account.
Huh.
Just as what do you think?
I think the dude needs to have a life. Dude, we know this
Oh
guy.
my God, this is a burner?
It must be burner. It must be a burner.
We know this dude is in his mama's basement, and he's probably still on the titty. That's why
Oh
he's
my
doing.
God.
I mean,
But
he's
why
got
is he?
wild
Why is he
life
saying it? Why is he saying it? I don't understand. Why is he saying it?
because he's a moron.
Oh my
But
God.
is he
a
trolling
burner
you
YouTube
or-
commenter account. That is a new low. Oh man.
Yo, guys, you
That
can't
is
be making
hilarious.
second accounts like that, man. That's low, man. That is low.
That is Kevin Durant shit right
I
there.
mean, if that's what he's got to do to be an idiot, I mean, really, if that's what you can do with your life, I feel sorry for you. Here's something for you can do. It's very productive. It's called Frogger. You know, you just take yourself, find you a really busy intersection, and see if you can beat traffic a couple times. That's what you're doing for a little bit.
Yo, do you remember that scene in Seinfeld where George does the Frogger in real life?
Yeah. Yeah.
Play Frogger in real life. See what happens. I mean,
Oh my God.
it'd be useful for yourself and for society.
Jared, do we get like an overhead view of a Chelsea
I
fan
would like
doing
that.
it?
We can do
Like
that.
a drone?
Good.
Oh man.
At least he cheered us up.
Yeah, speaking of which, I want to
Yeah.
give a big up to Jared for calling all the jabronis out there in Twitter and fighting each and every stupidity over there.
Well, you
The
know, somebody
jabronis.
does that. It's,
No.
it's a full-time job too.
Everybody keeps saying this word jabroni. And it's
Bro, I love the word.
awesome.
I love
It's
the word.
awesome. It
I
is
love
an
the word.
unbelievable word.
It's one of
I
my
think that
favorite
is
words.
the word. I think that is the word of this stream. Is fucking jabroni. Unbelievable. Matt Ball being the biggest of the jabronis.
Yeah, he's
oh
no
man.
response from him.
No,
Unacceptable.
dude, absolute crickets, dog. Crickets. Sneak, I gotta ask you, buddy. Moving
Yo.
forward, so there's huge news out today that's irrespective of this season, but
Let's go.
moving forward, it's not the player that I wanted, but I can objectively say he's good. Dusan Vlahovic. We have bid $80 million for Vlahovic.
Yeah,
I did
mean,
not see this coming, Mr. Ahmed. I did not see this coming.
Very true. And I just want to say, I know the numbers aren't amazing, especially for a talent league, but to do it under an average team with a manager that's not been delivering, I think is decent. So it's just, it must be because 75% of our wingers must be leaving.
Yeah.
They must be going. So we're looking at
Yeah.
these players. So yeah.
Do you think that Pulisic is going to be offered to Juventus? Because there were links in the past with that and him, right? But I mean, that's a lot of money, Sadiq. It's a lot of money.
It is, but I feel like because of inflation and everything that's happened recently, it's like the new 30, 40 million, these figures now. It's 80 million. You know, it's where the market's going, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, he is a good player, and I think he will make us better. But
can't make us much worse.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
But
That's
you have
very
like you have obviously like I think the mainstays next year will be Noni Madueke, Misha Mudryk for
Mason
sure.
Mount.
No.
Stop.
And I think perhaps begrudgingly, I think Raheem Sterling will still be here. But I can't say the same for basically anybody else. I mean, Ziyech, Pulisic, Mason Mount, Minwoos. Yeah, I mean, I think even Kai is going to go now. I mean, there are reports that he doesn't love being here anymore, which is understandable, and I get it, so he can go. But if that's the case, and as long as Mason Mount leaves, then I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, and
Mason
I hope
Mount.
he's playing with probably one of the worst offensive coaches that's ever won anything.
Oh yeah, he's anti-football.
Allegri, you think
Allegri?
Mourinho parks the bus? Allegri doesn't. No, half the team can't go above the halfway line.
Dude,
It's
Big
terrible.
Big Sam looks at Allegri and says, "I want to be like him one day."
Big Sam, the big salmon.
The salami he fucked up today, man.
Oh, that's probably the worst defense I've ever seen play in the Premier League. It's bad.
Can't be worse than us.
Yeah.
Can we get a petition out there to Frank Lampard asking him to either go into punditry or join as an assistant manager somewhere?
Yeah.
Please.
I think the writing's on the wall with that one.
I think he needs to take a long walk off a short pier.
Needs to do a 30-yard
disappear.
sprint in a 20-yard gym. That's what
There
he
you
needs
go.
to do.
Enough is enough.
Yeah, it's time to go.
I mean, I even bought a shirt with his image on it, but
I'm
I
shocked
had
to
to
that, by
return
the
that to get two Didier shirts.
way. Yeah, I'm shocked to that, by the way.
Why are you shocked with that, Sadiq? As a player,
He was amazing.
True.
I don't think it damages his legacy because I think they're two different jobs. It's like he's a
Exactly.
player, you know, and he was one of the best players in the history of the Premier League. I mean, he's a fabulous player. It's just he's a terrible manager, and sometimes it doesn't work out because I don't think that Lampard can explain to his team how to see the game from a Frank Lampard perspective because not a lot of people have ever done it, and so it's like they're not on his level. They're not on his level in terms of vision and how he, diagrams the game. And because of that, he can't really articulate it to the players. He's like, I don't understand why you can't do what I used to be able to do. It's like, well, they're not Frank Lampard. So
Yeah, it seems like he don't like the players.
yeah. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so either. I don't think he does either. Yeah, I agree with you.
To me, it's one of those things, and I think it does affect his legacy because he's coaching at Chelsea. If he'd never coached at Chelsea and he was a bad coach somewhere else, you wouldn't hear nothing about it. But he's been here twice now and shot the bed twice. So I think it's different because he was at the club that he made himself at. I think it is different. I think it does. I mean, I think if you start to speak on Chelsea legends, of course, he'll always be one, but I think it does kind of take the shine off a little bit because everybody has what's recent in their mind. It's recency bias is what they say. So recency or recent events show that, Frank hadn't been good enough. So is that real, Mel?
I don't think so.
I've been wondering that myself every single stream, man. I keep thinking, fucking.
Oh, this Mel. No. This is one of my friends, Mel. Melvin is his name.
Oh, it's not Minerals Molina.
Unfortunately not.
Well, Melvin, I apologize for mistaking you for a woman.
mean Lena. I love Melina.
Just quickly, I do want to, quickly show the website, people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys, Jesters is the first person to buy these beautiful merch. That was Karim's birthday. Happy birthday, Mo. He's been here since day one of birth. He's made these amazing clothing line, of course, of Drogba. And like Justice said, we also had Lampard that you bought the t-shirts, I believe, Justice, by the way.
I did. I bought the T-shirt so I can have something to wear in the summertime.
Woo, that crew neck in the gray. Woo. Ooh.
So yeah, guys, I'm lagging a bit, but yeah, please check it out, people. I'll put the link in the comments as well. Go check it out.
I'm going to be getting me one of those Drogba jumpers. I'm a jumper man, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, there is nothing more underrated in this world than a sweatshirt with no hood. Just an old school crew neck. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, but it's summertime in Texas, bro. We were.
I mean, those balls are gotta be sweaty. You know what you gotta do? You remember that movie, Chef, with Jon Favreau? You gotta put some cornstarch on those balls.
I got some Boudreaux's butt cream. There you go.
Some cornmeal. Sorry, cornmeal. Yeah. Okay. Boudreaux's.
That's for that swamp ass,
It's that swass, baby. That's American-made swass too. Oh boy, you haven't been to Texas in the summer. I'll tell you what. Oh man,
it's just like
Texas.
Holy shit! That's the funny thing is that I'll tell you what. When the sun goes down, it's a little cold.
Well, it depends where you are.
Yeah.
If you are from South Texas, no, it's still 90% humidity.
Yeah, I remember when I was playing in Dallas Cup, U17 Sparta, and oh my god, so we had a 7 a.m. game and it's freezing. But anyways.
Yeah, we have an area, a state down here as well, Northern Territory, and there it's just summer weather all year round. It's just ridiculously hot every single day.
Is that where the guy from Wolf Creek comes and kills all the backpack people, man?
I'm not actually sure. I forget.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, of course.
I did hear another rumor that the Catholic Church is looking to recruit a lot of our fan base because they're all into children.
Oh, jeez. Bad take.
They all talk about these children all the time.
Bad take.
Hey, what about the Hershey's guy who came in the last substitute? Any news from him, whether he's packing or not?
What's up?
What about the Hershey's guy, Mr.
Hershey's?
Christian Pulisic?
Oh, he's going to have Italian chocolate from here on out.
Oh yeah.
He's going to Italy.
I'll be very, very.
Is he definitely going?
I think he's going to one of Napoli or Juventus.
AC Milan?
No. AC
Tell you
Milan
what, your guy Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Sadiq, he was definitely shop windowing himself today with all those surging runs.
Oh no, I'm
Nothing?
shocked. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Listen, I love Lawrence here, but do you see what he said?
What's that?
No.
Lawrence, he spoke about Loftus-Cheek. I think. Let me bring up the exact words because I don't want to say the wrong words, but basically better than Kovacic.
No, he's not.
Let me just.
I saw that. I was like, okay. Well, some takes have.
Oh, yeah, this is what he said. Loftus-Cheek is so far superior to Mateo Kovacic.
Okay.
I'm like, nah, bro, that can't be it.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna save that one and use that as ammo for later, Lawrence. Tell you what, man.
Yeah. No, but ADL did talk about bringing an American in to their squad because of the additional revenue it
Okay.
allows the teams to
Yeah.
have, and it's good for Serie A.
That's
Um,
it's a fair move. So yeah, I do believe that is the case. Yeah, I agree with that definitely.
So I think it's going to be one of the two. We'll see. I know he's not going to be playing here. He shouldn't have been playing here this year, but that's neither here nor there.
Do you remember just as me, you, Ads, Kazilla, all those years, man? Talking about Pulisic, talking about Hudson-Odoi, and look where we are today. This squad.
Yeah.
One player we can sell, and one we can't get rid of because he flunked out of the Bundesliga. He flunked remedial math. Remedial math, man, failed it.
Is he the
Hey,
only one who
no.
flunked? I mean, Romelu Lukaku is still there, whom we cannot get rid of.
Yeah, but he's actually doing something. He's actually playing well enough to where you could get some for him. Callum Hudson-Odoi, you couldn't sell for 2 pence because he's on 120K a
2
week.
pence.
Oliver's got to go, people. We'll let him go. Thanks for hosting with Alfred and the gang, of course. Have a lovely Sunday, my friend.
Well, I'm going to try. I don't let this team ruin my weekend anymore. I used to. In my 20s, I used to. I would get so upset if we would lose even one game, but my God, this team has beat it out of me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just old. But
Speaking
yeah,
of old,
at the end of the day, you have to say this. The players should be ashamed of themselves because this is the total that we'll be able to get in terms of points accumulation is 49. It's the worst season in the history of our Premier League tenure. That is horrible.
I mean, there were talks of relegation at one point. How disgusting.
I mean, it just like these players, I swear to God, if you have any pride at all, which they do, because you can't get to this level unless you do have a certain sense of self. Like you have to have professional and personal pride. And I think that they all need to take a very long, hard look, maybe flagellate themselves emotionally and just say, man, that was really bad on my part. And we really, really let the fans down because they did. All right. See ya.
Take care, buddy.
Well, there we have it, folks. I mean, in general, looking at that game as a neutral was probably... Was it boring? Or might have been a bit too harsh?
dude, after 30 minutes, I turned it to the Dortmund game.
Fair enough. Right, cool.
Okay.
At least
That's how bad it was. They scored, and we couldn't make a pass over a halfway line. And I was like, I'm going to watch Dortmund ruin Thomas Tuchel and all these little crybabies that said, oh, we got rid of Thomas Tuchel. And now Thomas Tuchel has Bayern that couldn't score more than 1 goal a game. Imagine that. Got knocked out of everything. Champions League, the Cup, and now they bottled the league.
Tuchel saved us, bro, this season.
No, Tuchel didn't save us.
He saved us with his points.
He is part of the problem, mister. We don't need any midfielders. We got Conor Gallagher.
He knew he was leaving.
That take anyway.
He knew he was leaving, so he said.
Yeah, he knew he was leaving. That's come on, man. That's revisionist history right there. And Thomas Tuchel started us down this hole. And you can say what you want, but he's part of the problem. If you should take the approach that everybody who's touched this team this year, and I'll blame the owners for some of the stuff they did. Yes, there's some extenuating circumstances for everybody involved, but you were at Chelsea this year. We played like this. There's enough blame to go around. If you want to just put it on one person, that's on you. But everybody has to take their share of the responsibility for this shit. Because it's been so bad, nobody can come out and go, well, that guy smells like shit, but I don't. No, all of you smell like shit. It's like they brought the manure truck in and just dumped it in the freaking lobby because everybody smells like shit.
And something good about our Chelsea fan base? We have a group within the fan base which hates each and every player and each and every person involved with the club. There is a group who hates the manager. There is a group who hates Todd. There is a group who hates Kai Havertz. One who hates Sterling. It's a pretty shitty season. They should accept that it's a pretty shitty season and everyone shares the blame. It's not one single person, which people don't understand.
Yeah, and just quickly as well, Lukaku just scored for Inter.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Ask him to stay at Inter. Ask him to give us
He
1 hour
wants to stay
for
at Inter.
Lukaku.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
He wants to stay at Inter. He wants us to pay more of his wages so he can stay there.
Mm.
Look, Lukaku just needs to be sold, just like most of these other people in the squad. We're going to keep 25 at the most. That's going to be the upper limit of our squad. Is 25 players. That's it. The rest of them are going to jog on, and so that's a whole lot of players that you're going to be losing because because some new ones are coming in. So say what you will, but I hope your favorite player leaves, and I know my favorite player is leaving, so we can get back to
Who's that?
Chelsea and not
What's on
play. So, right? I don't like people that just say, well, this player and that player. Aren't you a Chelsea fan? Chelsea's not one player. It's not just a manager. It's not just an owner. It's a football club. If you're a fan of the football club, then you should want what's best for it. What's best for it is a clear out. And it's been coming for a while, a long while, that we've been just barely making top four. And look, for the Champions League that we scraped, which papered over a lot of cracks, it hadn't been good enough for a while. Probably since really, if you want to say the 1 year under Conte when we won the league.
No, it's very true. It's very, very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Other than that, we've got some cups. Yes, we won the Champions League, but we haven't even come close in a Premier League.
Once,
and that's the league we play in. It's the Premier League. That's what you're supposed to win first.
It's very true.
And I know that's a difference about European sport to American sport, but be able to say, oh, we didn't win the league, but we won a cup. Big freaking deal. You play in this league. If you aren't winning it, what the hell are you doing? Yes, win a cup is better than not winning a cup. But if ultimately you play in the Premier League, you're trying to win the Premier League.
Mm.
And if you're not even close, and we haven't been close since Conte left. Like 1 year. I mean, not his second year, his first year. So we haven't been close since then.
You never know. Got one game a week next year. You could do some magic. You never know.
Well,
I would accept the season if it meant we actually win the league next season.
We have got one game a week, Sadiq, but we have got a very disjointed squad over here.
No, it will change. It will change.
It
will change, but it won't change overnight. That's my point. I'm saying that it is like we could be considered title contenders.
Why not?
I'm not saying that why. I mean, see.
Conte got the same squad that came 10th.
No.
Yes.
He didn't get a bloated squad. He didn't have to trim a squad. He didn't have to put up a garage sale.
Hang on through that. He still got a squad that finished 10th. In the previous
season.
We finished 12th and potentially could go down even further.
Doesn't
My point
matter,
is
man.
that
Same thing.
he didn't get.
Look, tell him, man. Tell him, man.
It's the same. It wasn't as bad. Fair enough.
Exactly.
The mentality
is the same.
Mentality was still very, very poor in that season that we finished 10th. It was basically the same as this season because we finished 10th because nobody gave a shit. Nobody wanted to play.
Yes.
The team was just
even for hitting
guys. It was a totally different dynamics.
Oh.
My point is that I'm not saying that we won't win. I'm just having a realistic approach over here, saying that we would become a title contenders. But if we win the title, I would be happy to be wrong. I'm telling you right now, I'd be happy to be wrong. And I would be happy to even fulfill my bet with you that next season, if we win the title, I'll buy the merchandise and send it to a person of your choosing, Sadiq. But I'm just being realistic over here. First thing is, when Conte took up Chelsea, Okay. When Conte took up Chelsea, the only thing which was there was a disjoint squad which was landing on 10th, and we had like Man City, Man United on the top. Now we have Man City, Man United, and Liverpool. Now Arsenal is a title contender. Let's face it. We have
I know.
Newcastle, who are a very good squad and who are developing further.
No.
Yes,
Arsenal.
indeed.
First of all, we got to
Newcastle.
set this straight. Sadiq cannot be angry if he's drinking a pink liquid. Okay, you can't be angry drinking a pink liquid. That don't.
Hey, yo. Hey,
You don't
listen.
get
It's a kid's drink, yeah. It's a kid's drink. It's a kid's drink.
Yeah, he can't be angry.
exactly his point.
That's not an angry drink.
And we've got Newcastle, we've got Aston Villa who is coming up. The dynamics of Premier League has changed since 2015, 2016 when Conte was here. That's my point. I'm not saying that we can or we can't win. I'm just saying that realistically, I would see us as a title contenders next season because of Pochettino. But if we win the league, I'm more than happy to be wrong. I'm more than happy.
But your comments on Arsenal doing well is wrong.
This is their best season, coming second.
Because everyone's bad.
What?
Because everyone's bad. Not Newcastle, sorry. United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, everyone's bad. You basically what I'm saying is you won't see them do as well as this in the next couple of years. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying that
I
they
don't
would
think
keep
so either.
pushing. The point is that we didn't push this season at all. For the past
We
2-3
pushed.
seasons, we haven't been pushing for the title. We have never tried to go for the title. And in 2015-2016, what Conte got was a disjoint set which just needed to push for the title. And here we are having a bloated squad, accumulation of all the players from Roman era which needs to be sent out, which Conte didn't have to deal with. Let's face the facts, guys. It's great to say that Chelsea will win the Premier League next season. It feels great, but let's face the fact. Realistically, we have got a bloated squad. We have got people who needs to leave. People who are shameless to say that could you pay half my fee so that I could play for another club? And we are talking about Premier League. Come on, guys.
They are going to leave. Lots of players are going to leave this season, and we're going to get a couple of new players in as well. So it will be a different season, a different team next season. We'll be well, as Jared said earlier. We cannot be worse.
Yeah, it can't be worse than what we've seen.
Yeah,
Look, I think there's some real optimism because with all these talk about these players, there is a lot of talent still in this squad.
Yeah.
Okay? There's still some talent to come in. Christopher Nkunku, who he was part of the team that just sunk Bayern's title chances, with RB Leipzig. He's coming in. You have Malo Gusto. He's coming in, so we don't have to worry about Reece James. Plus, these players will be fit come beginning of the season. And not just because they won't be injured. They will actually be in shape. Because that's one thing that Pochettino does. He will work them harder in training than they'll ever play in a game. So your muscles, your hammies, all the connective tissues get used to the abuse in training over and over and over again. And that kind of pressure, that's why pressure makes diamonds. That kind of use of those muscles groupings will help with the injury crisis, a muscle injury crisis. You can't do anything about an ACL or something like that. But muscle injuries should be diminished going into next year because these players will actually be in top physical shape. And they weren't this year. And if you're not in the tip-top shape, you will pick up niggling muscle injuries like this. And I think that'll go away too. So we need 3 position groups. We need a goalkeeper, we need a defensive midfielder, and we need a striker.
Yeah.
Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool need 5 to 7 players in their squad. Plus, they've got European competitions to play in. and that taxes the squads a whole lot. So yes, we legitimately should be in the top of the top 4, as in first or second next year. If we're not, then people need to ask some questions about what's the plan. I don't want to hear about we have a process. I don't want to hear the word process. The players were bought this year and this next summer. So 1 year rebuild and restructure of the club, turn it around and get back going. Because they're going to spend another $250 million this summer. That'll be almost $1 billion in one total year that they've owned this club. So all I'm saying is beware of Chelsea next year, because it's going to be peak for those people who think, oh, Chelsea's down bad and it's going to take 2 or 3 years. No, it's a 1 year thing. We'll be back.
I agree. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you on that one.
You would think that we haven't been in a bad position before. Jesus Christ!
But
you know,
the difference between us and Arsenal is Arsenal don't have the money to spend. We have the money to spend.
Yes.
So that's why it took so long. And look, you think they're going to buy 5 to 7 starting caliber players in one summer? No. They haven't done that in 2 years.
Yeah.
Look at the crap they bought that hadn't worked out.
The players that they bought were embarrassing.
So they're going to have to contend with, Wednesday, Sunday, or Tuesday, Saturday. And that squad is going to get run quick. Same with Man United. They need they need 2 new center backs. They need 2 new fullbacks. They need 2 midfielders. They need a striker as well. You can't. Has the Glazers ever done that in one summer? No. So you think that everything's going to stay still based on what happened this year? You're wrong. This summer is going to mean a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if we get our 3 targets in, it might be 4 of them, but those 3 positional groups that we're looking at, we will be just fine next year.
I'm totally with you. Everything you said there is spot on. Everything.
So, and I think I'm going to leave on that. I mean,
Same here.
I think that's the show, folks.
That is the show.
Bleep, bleep, bleep. That's all, folks.
I'll let you guys go. Yeah, go on, Alfred. Go on.
Just before we go, I wanted to see if you guys agree with me on this, but I think I'm going to be keeping a close eye next season on Chilwell and James, because as much as I love both of them, I think they're both great players that can play great part in Chelsea's success for the future. If they're going to be missing for half a season every season, I'm fucking not interested.
It's fair. It's fair.
We can't build a team with people that are going to be missing all the time.
No, and that's why I said that this summer and the physical regimen they'll be put through should help with that. But if they continue to pick up these injuries just like anybody else and they're injury-prone players, you got to get rid.
Yeah.
Because your best ability is availability.
Yeah.
That's very, very true.
On that and we need...
Go on, sir. Go on.
Yeah, sorry about that. I know. So, Sadiq and Jared and Alfred.
Yeah.
I just want to make a statement over here. Next season, Chelsea would be title contenders. I'm betting on that. If they win the title, I am happy to be wrong, but I would say that they are title contenders, top 4, and my hopes are top 2, but top 4 is my realistic approach. And I would love for us to get rid of Cuckoo or make him as a left center back and bring in a backup for Chile.
Fair enough.
Yes, I like it.
On that note, people, we'll end it here. We'll be streaming probably every other day. Thank you, Justice, for hosting, and Alfred for hosting as well with Carlington Seranoff. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, I got a second video out on my other channel as well. In the comments, go and check it out. Like it, comment your thoughts, and subscribe. That's all. Check out the merch. Thank you, Justice, for ordering today as well. Really, really appreciate it. Pick up Henry as well in the comments. Mel, Chelsea Fanatic, all you guys in the comments. Much appreciated, man. Peace.
Peace.
1 hour. Let's hit 1 hour on the dot.